What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, April 20th, 2016, and we are back sitting on the front porch for another video. It's very beautiful outside. It's about 66 degrees right now. Sun isn't shining like it was last week, but it's pretty nice out. It's warm, springtime. All the leaves are, falling, not the leaves, but the shit, falling from the trees or whatever. Um, yeah, so we're about to get back into another video, and the topic that I want to talk about today is taking leaps of faith. That is something I'm all too familiar with. Over the past couple years, I've been very, that's something I've had to do plenty of times in my life. After really, I was a junior, in my junior year of college, and this was after first semester. Me and my ex-girlfriend of 3 years, me and her, we split apart. Things got ugly, and we had to separate. We had to, we had to go our separate ways, and I was really stressed out at the time. I wasn't happy. I didn't want to go to school anymore, so I had to make the leap of faith I took a leave of absence from school. I was going to Elmhurst College in Elmhurst, Illinois. I took a leap of faith and said, "Yo, I gotta do something to better my life." I made the decision to leave school. That's not something that, everybody can say that they will and can do, but I took that leap of faith and left school and had no idea where I was gonna end up at. But luckily, a month later, I ended up at Export Fitness in Chicago. I ended up as a personal trainer. I stayed there from January 2015 all the way through January of 2016, and that's when I had to take another leap of faith, and I had to say, "Yo, I gotta leave this job because I wasn't happy with the situation. I had to, do something better for myself." So that's just one thing I want to start talking about, is taking these leaps of faith. So whether it is leaving your job, whether you're not happy with your 9 to 5, leaving your job, whether it's leaving school, maybe you're not happy, or maybe school is just not for you, and or whether it's maybe something as simple as telling somebody how you feel about them, whether it's a girl, a guy, or just a friend of yours, whatever. If you feel some way about something and it's deep down in your heart, it's in your heart for a reason. So if it's in your heart, that's an expression of love. That's one thing, like, we've grown so unaccustomed to telling people how we feel, and that's something that we should always do. If you feel some way about somebody, even if somebody you've never even talked to in your life, let that person know. Tell them, "Hey, I feel a certain way about you." Whether you get denied, whether it goes anywhere, at least you put it out into the world, and the world knows that this is how you generally feel about, this person. You kept it real. So my definition of faith, so that's in my three concepts: faith, patience, and confidence. My definition of faith is believe that things will continue to get better. Things will always get better. Your growth is a maturation of how in control you are of your life, and then everything will always fall into place as it's destined to. Um, that's what my definition of faith is. So backtracking, so when I did leave Export in January 2016, I've never really shared this story with anybody. I've never really told anybody this, but when I did leave Export in January 2016, I left with one final check. It was about $100 and something, and then luckily, Christmas was in December, so I had a little money. So I had about $200-300, whatever, to my name. But after about 2 weeks, that money was all gone. I had to pay, expenses. I had to pay bills. So I was literally, I had $0 to my name for about 3 months. Not many of you know that, but yeah, I was very, broke. I had no finances. I had no money to do anything. Luckily, I had, parents who kept me afloat, who, helped me out with food, and, helped me out with gas money and things like that. But I had $0 to my name for about 3 months, and that was after taking that leap of faith. So when you take those leaps of faith, it's definitely not going to be easy. It's not going to be one of the easiest things in the world to do, but it's going to be so worth it. Because right now, not right now, but so after that, going through the struggle of having no money to my name. I had to find out a way to you know to I had to find something. I had to get out of that struggle. So I contacted one of my best friends, told him what was going on with me, and told him that, hey man, I need money because I need to start my business. What I want to do, I want to get a camera. I wanted to do this, do that, so I can start recording videos, so I can start doing this. And we sat down, we talked, and rather than giving me money, he actually gave me something that's way more powerful than money. He gave me 3 books. He gave me Steve Harvey's Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. He gave me Jack Canfield's The Law of Attraction, and he also gave me um, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I sat on those three books and read half of each book for like over a month span, and that the knowledge, the wisdom in those books really was more powerful than any money he could have given me. So he gave me a way greater gift than money could have bought. So I really thank him for that. Shout out to Jovan Katie. Many of you know him, but he's a very one of the greatest people in my life. So yeah, I had to, after he gave me those books, I had to wait till income tax came. Had no idea when it was gonna come. It could have been March, could have been April, but it came, and then I was finally able to get out of that hole of having $0 to my name. So and now you look at me now, and I'm personal training. I have, thanks to my next door neighbor, I'm personal training clients at my own studio. So I'm very thankful, and I'm very happy that I took these leaps of faith, because I mean, even though I knew it was going to be a struggle, I knew it wasn't going to be the easiest thing in the world. It's definitely not the easiest thing. You're going to hit the rocks, you're going to fall flat on your ass, you're going to have setbacks, and I had to get through the struggle, and I got through it. And that's not to say that I'm not struggling now, or don't have, I'm not met with struggles today, but I'm in such a better place, and everything continues to work out the way it's supposed to work out. So um, I was talking last night. I went to the gym, and I was talking to one of my other buddies, and he was telling me he's in a similar situation where he wants to better his life and make better decisions, or but he's just not really, he doesn't know what he wants to do yet. But we came to the conclusion of, once you become aware of what it is you want to do, you have to take off with it right away. You know what I'm saying? Once you know exactly what it is you want to do, you got to leave that job. You got to leave school. You got to follow your heart. You can't hesitate. You got to go for it right away. You have to jump regardless of the outcome, regardless of what's going to happen, regardless of if you talk to this girl or you talk to this guy and you contact them and you tell them how you feel, and maybe they don't respond back to you, or you talk for a while and then things go flat. You gotta speak how you feel. Speak life, speak love into existence. No matter if you leave that job or if you leave school, and then whether you're broke for 3 months like I was, whether you're broke for a year, whether whatever the case may be, if you got a dream, if you got a passion, if you're really love what you're doing, you have to take that leap of faith. You gotta jump, man. That's what Steve Harvey, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video, but look it up. Steve Harvey, it's called You Have to Jump. You have to jump, man. You gotta jump to be successful in this life, man. If you have something that you want to do, go do it. If you have something you want to say to somebody, say it, and don't hesitate. Don't wait 1 second, because no matter what the outcome, at least you kept it real with the universe. You said how you felt, and you kept it real. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day. And that's really my entire goal in life, is to let people become aware of their blessing, not only in my life but also in their lives. So that's it for this video. I hope this video helped out some of you. I know a lot of people are out there, man. They're struggling with these decisions. You know what I'm saying? You can look on Snapchat and Instagram and think, oh, people are so happy, but man, it's not. At the end of the day, that's not true. Everybody's going through a struggle. Everybody wants to do better for themselves. So man, if you got a dream, if you got a passion, man, follow it. I'm living proof right now that I'm living right now, and it's the first stages, but I took a couple leaps of faith, and look where it's gotten me to, man. I wouldn't have met the people that I met. I wouldn't have been able to take the trips that I've taken, and that I'm gonna be taking. You know, I wouldn't be able to been able to meet CJ, and I wouldn't be able to meet the whole export Melrose Park crew. I wouldn't be so close with them, and feel like as if they're part of my family. I wouldn't have been able to reconnect with all my clients, and there's just so many opportunities that I would have been met with if I wouldn't have took these leaps of faith. So remember, everything in life is always good. So remember that, keep that in your brain. So no matter what you think, if you think something's bad, remember it's good, because it's setting you up to put you exactly where you need to be. So this is gonna be it for this video. I know I said that like a minute ago, but I'm out. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Love you guys. Have a great week.